let's move to another conversation. We now have on the phone line El Sano, who is the head of communications at the judiciary, to talk on the bail that was granted to Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansari, who is standing trial for alleged sexual penetration. It's been 4 days now. He's still in detention. According to reports, they've not been able to meet the bail conditions. Hello, El Sano, and welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
El what's the status of the process of fulfilling the process of granting bail to Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansari?
Yeah, we all know that Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansari and the co-accused were granted bail by one of the appeals court judges who preside over cases at the sexual offences model court. Now, after granting bail, we were only approached yesterday. The judiciary or the master and registrar's office was only approached yesterday by family members, people who identify themselves as family members to Kamaraimba Mansari, one of the accused persons who is standing trial on 8-count charges. The 2 people who came said they are there as shorties for Kamaraimba. They actually came to the office after 2:00 p.m. And apart from coming to the office after 2 p.m., one of the documents, that is the valuation of the house, was only submitted after 5 p.m. in the...
Hello, El I think you're moving. Can you stay at one place so that we can get you clearly? You were explaining about, the bail process and people who went to the court, wanting to do the process and get the bail done. I want you to continue from that point.
Yes, let me use this opportunity to make reference to the bail condition. The number 2 states that one shorty must be a house owner with property situated in the western area of the Republic of Sierra Leone, who should produce original of title deed to the master and registrar. Shorties should produce proof of residence, ID card, passport pictures, and the accused person should deposit same to the master and registrar. Now, I was just stating the bail conditions. I haven't stated that yesterday, like I was saying, we were approached by some family members and 2 people who identified themselves as shorties on behalf of Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansari, together with their legal representative. But they came after 2 p.m. and one of the documents serving as a requirement for approval of bail was submitted after 5 p.m. The bail condition, Kamaraimba's bail condition, is not stiff. It is very much flexible, so much that even somebody with a land on a makeshift structure can come up, as long as he is ordinary resident here, can come up, can produce that land document, that or title deed, as long as he or she is ordinary resident here. It's not something that is very much cumbersome. But mark you, what we have devised, based on the past experience, is that quite recently we are able to discover that most of those coming as shorties, we discovered 29 fake shorties. I am not saying that's the case with Mohamed Kamaraimba. So that's why the master and registrar is actually cautious and making sure that today, if they fulfill the bail requirement, he will approve everything to ensure Kamaraimba is free.
Elkas, one of the bail requirements is that he should turn in his traveling documents, and there's been this report, and that the master and registrar is requesting for his U.S. passport, which, according to a source we spoke to close to him, is saying he's not a U.S. citizen, and they're also asking for his green card, which, according to them, expired some years ago because he has not traveled to the U.S. over 1 year. Is that one of the requirements, one of the things that you're asking for that needs to be provided before it could be granted bail?
If I can take a cue from your question to answer it, please be patient. Let me go to the bail condition. I stated two. One among them states that the accused person shall report 3 times within a week to the master and registrar. He shall sign attendance book specially reserved for such purpose. The first accused to deposit with the master and registrar all traveling documents, both foreign and national. It means both foreign and national. And those who are listening to this program will agree with me that Kamaraimba Mansare has traveled out of Sierra Leone and was resident in the United States of America. Whether through green card or other means, you don't travel to the United States of America without any documentation. You must provide a document to that effect to show that, in fact, I was in the United States of America or outside the United States of America.
Elkas, I understand that he has signed an undertaking which says he only owns a Sierra Leonean passport, and they've turned that in. And is it that the master and registrar is still insisting that either a U.S. passport or a residential document of him being in the U.S. needs to be submitted before it could be granted bail?
The master and registrar is not insistent on saying you produce American U.S. passport if you don't have it. But mark you, the bail condition should be fulfilled.
But the point is I'm asking is, if he says he doesn't have a U.S. document, he's presented a Sierra Leonean passport. Is that not enough to show as traveling documents of him as an individual?
Can you hear me out, please?
Go ahead.
The bail condition states that the first accused, who is Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare, to deposit with the master and registrar all traveling documents, both foreign and national. The Sierra Leone passport is a national document. And in that Sierra Leonean passport, it only shows that Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare, who is the accused, has only traveled to Guinea. He has not traveled anywhere. And he's sworn under oath in the affidavit that was submitted to the master and registrar's office. He is stating that he has never traveled outside. He is not a holder of any other document apart from the Sierra Leone passport. And you will agree with me that he has not only traveled in Guinea, he was in the United States of America. And the bail condition demands that he should provide or produce all traveling documents, that is both foreign and national. So the master and registrar is not insistent in saying that you should provide A, B, and T, but you are by virtue of the condition to ensure you fulfill those requirements. That's just what the master and registrar is doing. The master and registrar's office is ensuring total compliance.
Okay.
He complies with
Elkas, thank you very much. So the process continues today, right?
Approved today.
Okay. Thank you very much, Elkas Sano, for your time. We'll definitely be following up on the issue. We'll definitely be trying to speak to one of the lawyers as well on the show to get their own side of the discussion, the issue about granting bail to Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare.